See how this is moving? You can't even push on this. I thought that there was something jammed in there, but what it was is, you see that at the top right there? It's missing one of the nuts. Now how that worked its way off, I have no idea, but these castings will break. And what I do is, every time I have washers I replace, I save these coin mechanisms. Even if they're tokens. Tokens is the plate's different. The rest of this is the same, except this track here, you move it down or up. But the mechanism here is the same, the electronic mechanism, the side piece is the same. It's all the same. This little clip on top holds together. You just don't know what you're gonna need. So here, I need this little nut. Well, instead of saying the machine's out of order, I got one. So I will sit here and rebuild this little guy and save myself a fortune. Because my dealer would say, oh, we gotta buy you a coin mechanism. Or you end up going on eBay trying to find one of these and you're gonna pay 100, 200 bucks maybe, I don't even know anymore. Hard part is just lining all this up with big fingers, because these are all tiny, tiny parts. But you'll get it. There's a little lock washer you can put on. That's why I save all these parts. This is what, I just saved myself a couple $100 here. One, by ordering the part, and two, if I had to have my dealer do it. Now I know it's missing. Honestly, I should pull the plate off completely. Now, the reason I'm not doing it is because this one doesn't unbolt really easy. So I'm kind of being lazy this late at night. And I'm gonna have like 15 ideas of tools I'm using that are wrong. I totally get it. I wasn't prepared to do this job this way. I thought it was a jammed quarter. That's why I said you just never know what the actual problem with your machine is gonna be until you really open it. Even when you're dealing with stuff like drain valves and you think, oh, it's just a drain valve, it'll fool you every time. There we go. Now we got a temp in there. This isn't perfect. I'll come back with some wrenches. But now what I gotta do is, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. This little guy here just slides back in. You gotta make sure that the groove's on the outside here. That's where this clip runs up. You just gotta make sure of that, folks. This is a little tricky. Sometimes you gotta get the button out of your way just right. There we go. Then the clip just slides up like this. We're gonna see if she takes quarters now. Where's my keys? Let's see if it registers. There we go. Seemed to have a little bit of a hiccup to start there. There we go. Now I like to test it quite a bit because just like that, I hate to think I solved it after 2 quarters, because I guarantee you there was a problem with this, and that's why people were smacking on it so hard. So we're gonna sit here and play with this a little bit. You gotta watch, because sometimes quarters will get jammed up in here and you won't see them, but I can see there's no quarters jammed up in there. I can see there's a lot of gunk in there. And I know what you're thinking. I didn't bring the stuff to clean it with. So we're gonna go ahead and put that back in. It's amazing how dirty money is. I mean, quarters, bills. I mean, you just wouldn't, I mean, I guess you would think that, but man, it's crazy. Owning a laundromat, that's one thing I've realized is how dirty money is. Well, there we go. There's something else. There's a problem. See, look, I didn't even notice that. What the hell's wrong with that thing? I don't know if you saw that, but that's why the quarter's having a hard time staying in there. This is broke off. Well, saving myself more money. So now we're gonna pop this bad boy off. And see if it's the same. And it pretty much is. Some weird reason that's gonna have to be fixed. There's something wrong with that. All right. Fit right in there. We'll see if it works. We'll see if this part that's not the same, well, it doesn't look the same, it's the same. Look at that. See, that's what the problem was all along. Now we're going to go ahead and vend this just to be on the safe side, and I'll come back here in a minute. Now it's always good to vend the machine once you have a problem. The reason is because it might have another issue, like a door lock or something, and you just want to make sure everything's working correctly, because it happens to me so much. I fix the machine, I walk away, and the next thing you know, we got another problem, and we got another pissed off customer. So, that one's fixed. I'll save this part even though it's broke, because it might just need a tack weld or some JB weld or something. No sense in throwing it away. I mean, that's what I tell people. I save everything. It's because my dad lived through the Depression. He was in his 20s, and he just saved everything. We would take blenders apart. We would take all kinds of stuff apart. So it's just a habit I got, weird as it may be, but it saves me so much money on these laundromats. And it's a thing I need to pass along to you. Even if you have new equipment, as you trade out equipment or you have parts left over, not everything's broken on that part. And it's just, you're going to be money ahead saving yourself a buck. Because if you save those pennies, your dollars will follow. So we're done with this project. We're done with the other laundromat. So I'm going to head home. It was fun. I hope you had fun. Till next time, take it easy.